Okay. Well, we're back, and guess we will get started. I don't remember exactly where we were last. Let's see. We're trying to find a way through smugglers. Oh yeah, we went through the steps of torment and stuff. I think that was the last thing we did. Okay. I don't know why it says cross the bridge near Twin Falls. We can't cross the bridge. Alright, let's see. I guess we're gonna have to make our way back to the Barren Highlands. Alright. So I guess we do that. Hop into the Broken Hills and head out that way. Oh. Summon my bird and set up my buff. Righto. Let's see. Whoops. On into the Barren Highlands. No, I didn't think so. Oh my. Well, I didn't know I could spin the screen around. That's handy. Too bad it's on weird buttons. It's on the great. It's like the comma and the period, the greater and the lesser buttons. Nowhere near where buttons you would normally use for that would be. Or at least I wouldn't. Alright, well, it looks like we need to head that way. I seem to be having a hell of a time keeping my character out of harm's reach. Throw a net on me. How dare you? Yeah, net throwing son of a son. Oh boy, that dude right on the fire. That's a smell. Oh, we found Smuggler's Pass. Okay, well, let's have a look around and make sure that's the end of the area out here. And we got some more stuff to take a look at before we head down. turkey dinner die. Takes a special kind of person to call something known as a flesh ripper a turkey dinner. You call these horrible man-eating birds? Well, technically, they're known as flesh rippers, but around here we call them turkey dinner. Bro, that seems so wrong. Oh, got myself killed. Not paying attention to my health. Whoops. Going on about turkey dinner. Well, that'll teach me to be a dumbass. Let's see, where were we? We were just out of Smuggler's Pass. Faster to go back from there. And we probably need to get the bird back up. And bitch slap him for not healing me fast enough. Of course, I could have been paying attention and stayed the fuck out of trouble. I guess it was a little further down than I thought. Oh, okay. I was wondering why my pistol was smoking. It's not smoking, it's just got some effect on it. Mighty scale mail vambraces of the Flesh Hulk. That sounds icky. Alright. Down to Goblin Town. Or Smuggler's Pass, as they call it around here. Okay. Before we run off that way, let's go back the other way and take a look at that weird duty field looking stuff. Yeah, that stuff. Oh, ow, ow. Not good. Okay, now let's promptly not go fuck with that stuff, because it burned the shit out of me. Oh crap. Here, have some disease. Okay. Ow. Whoops.
My inventory is full.
Is it? Is it really full, or is it only imaginary full? That's a mess. Still, we probably better go dump some of this stuff off before we carry on.
Come see what's left of my wares.
No. 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 Not bad. That adds to everything. That's hard to work with. County damage and decay. What's this one doing? Physical and bleeding. Nothing I care about. Nothing I care about. Nothing I care about. Care about. Don't care. care. Still not better than lawn carrying. Don't care. Care. I don't care about any of this stuff. Okay. Oh, those are resistances. Those aren't even bastards. Gotta put that into train. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, well I didn't realize those were just resistances. Okay.
See you around.
Let's take a look, shall we? Bring me back something interesting.
Yeah, I'm good right on that.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep an eye on this.
Alright, and back, and let's see, so we want to head southish. No, no, that's the entrance. Okay. Okay, there's something that way, and there's something that way. Let's go see what's on this side of the map first. Some gun gas that'll... I didn't realize we hadn't... Bounty Hunter's Girdle. Still totally not my thing, but sure, why not? Oh, right. That's why we didn't go that way. Because fuck me, that's why. Nope, that's not safe either. Alright. I forgot to bump these. And yes, we were buying our way up. What is this one? Sigil of Consummation. It's called Sigil of the Crown that consumes the life force of enemies caught with its power in proportion to me. Focused gaze. Channel file powers of intrigue into each eye, causing it to burst with greater intensity and harm, but requiring a longer pause between casts. Plus 50% acid with 100% more duration. That's a tough call. It sounds nice, but then it makes me slower to cast that by some percentage. Oh, it increases the radius too. Oh man, that might be worth it. But hey, why worry about that when we can summon a Hellhound? Okay. There we go. what, Mr. Hellhound is having it rough. Oh, look. Another big purple heart. Yay! You don't get enough purple hearts these days. Oh, goodness. Aren't those normally associated with valor and bravery and stuff? Down to Goblin Town. Ow. Stupid dude lightning crap. Fuck you. Alright. Sound of flies.
Greetings, Taken. I had a feeling you'd be coming through here sooner or later. You have a knack for going where the killing is thickest.
Thanks, asshole. How can I help here?
I came upon these refugees on my way through Smuggler's Pass. They were trapped and would soon have become food or entertainment for the trolls. I had to do something. Now we're stuck out here, caught in the midst of a battle between the trolls and the ethereal forces. The tunnel to Homestead is blocked by aether fire, and the only option now is a passage through the mountain deeps. It is a foul place at the bottom of the world, infested with all manner of terrible things that hate the sun. There is no way these people would survive down there. In Devil's Crossing, I saw that you had the power to open rifts. I need you to fight your way to Homestead, secure a rift, and come back for us. So please, help these people. Below is an entrance to the deeps. From there, you'll exit onto the dusty road that will lead you into Homestead. Be swift. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold off the trolls before they come in force.
And of course I can say I'll find a way to Homestead, or sucks to be you. I mean, sorry I can't do this. Of course I'll find a way to Homestead. I'm sorry for eavesdropping, but I couldn't help but overhear that you were going through the mountain deeps. I can say, that's right, why do you ask, or I will get you to safety soon. That's right, why do you ask? You see, my sister, Dahlia, got fed up with waiting while he lay here with a gaping wound in my side. Despite Ogrim's insistence that she stay, Dahlia set out into the deeps on her own in search of rescue and medical supplies. It's been over a day now, and I'm afraid something must have happened. Would you please look for her? I fear the worst. I will look for your sister, Black Dahlia. Dahlia. I'm sure nothing bad has happened. No, really. Okay. And we have a doo-doo pile. A lot more doo-doo piles. Okay, so going down that way sucks massive donkey balls. Because I did actually do that in my previous playthrough. Or, not, I didn't play all the way through yet, but you go all the way to that gate there, and it's sealed. And that's a lot of doo-doo to walk through, by the way. And there ain't nothing down there worth finding, if I remember correctly. That, or there's some little tricky bullshit thing you gotta find. I can't remember. But I really don't think there was anything. I think it was all just a massive fuck you. Yeah, I think you just go back to where these guys were. Head back this way. Yeah. Yeah, so there's where you're supposed to go. Not that you can fucking see it from where they have the guy talking to you. Alright. And here we are in the ass end of nowhere. Land full of things that hate the light. So, it's a goth rave, as you can see. Yeah, those things puke up a thing of acid that lasts fucking forever. Wish my acid went off in an AoE like that. Of course, they gotta die to pull that off, so I guess all things being even, I'd rather not die to do that. I'm not dying for a bigger acid AoE. I guess that's what I'm saying. Good. More giant fucking bugs. Okay, now, where do I get the giant AoE acid spell from? Come on now, that's like my field of expertise. How come I can't throw those fucking things down? Really nothing special. Alright. Frosty motherfucker. Suck it. Oh, they've killed my dog again. Get back out here. We need to pop that 10 or 15 levels for that guy real quick here before he's really going to be worth much. Hey, I found Dahlia, and she's dead as hell. Got some voodoo magic going on. Damn bugs. Right between two poop mobs. Yeah, bug guts.
I can't carry anymore.
Ooh, that is packed pretty well. Well, I think you're right. I don't think you can carry anymore. I don't know what that means. Back home.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I'm sure you will. What's that? Parrot bone wall of the eagle. Cool looking. I don't know. I don't want to lose the acid thing that I've got going, but that's another 55 and 72% to vitality decay and damage. That's pretty mean. But you know, my poison thing is really kind of hardcore, and we're not giving that up. Anything cool about the pen pack? Nope. Burn damage. Too bad that's not my thing. Let's see. 26 spirits, nice, but don't fit with what I've got going on. Rare metal. Purging Icarus. Scale of the Hungering Rifts. Let's see. 15 to chaos. Alright, let's look at my damage types. I do chaos damage. 22 spirit, 317 health, 12 to offense. 41 to poison and acid resistance, 15 to bleed resistance. Some lightning retaliation thrown in there, increases armor by 9%. 17% to all retaliation. No, it's not really a me thing. What's that do? Nothing? Okay. Wait. Oh, okay, that's spirit, not energy. Still almost 300 energy. It's not anything to sneeze at, but I like my damaged pets. Bad. But at the end of the day, no. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of money. It may be time to cut back how much crap I pick up again.
Put it to good use.
Let's see. Let's cut back to rare, epic, legendary, and sets, and monster infrequent, which... kind of cool. Alright. And let's see. I love their loot filter here because there's just so much you can cut. So, you know, when you hit that point where you're like, yeah, I'm not really looking for money anymore, you can just really trim it down to what you are looking for and ignore everything else. I like that. And you can say, oh yeah, I'm looking for acid and vitality and that's interesting, it doesn't have poison. Pet bonuses, you can just pick out the stuff you want. Look for my masteries. Oh, it's so cool. Sorry, I really think that it's awesome that they have just so much customization here so that you can really get what you want instead of basically going, just filter out everything that's of this level. I mean, I'm not making much use of it right now, but at higher levels, I think that's really going to be a thing. Where you're not really worried so much about finding loot to sell as finding loot you might care about. And then just being able to go, don't care, you know, I don't want anything that's not doing something I'm interested in and so forth. I love that. That's really so damn cool. Okay, anyway. Gosh. There we are. Apparently in Dead Man's Gulch. Nice. Oh, no, we're still in the mountain deeps. We're near Dead Man's Gulch. I'm going this way to see where this went. Apparently, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, it's got a rock there, that's why. I do get irritated with the, oh, there's something over there, oh, well, but there's something blocking the passage there to make you take a more circuitous route. I kind of don't like that because it's a little annoying. It makes everything feel a lot less open. Now, obviously, I'm in a cave system, but you know, there's a limit to how much twisty-turny bullshit I'm willing to put up with before I start going, okay, now you're just fucking with me. I thought Wolfie was dead. He's still okay. Who's a good Hellboy? Yes. I thought for sure they got Wolfie that time. Good Lord, even further down. Oh, okay. Yay, I've made it through. Now all I have to do is get to Homestead, wherever the fuck that's at. Splat. I bet it's just off. Oh. Maybe not. And stay dead. Want to put money on which way we have to go? Back to the front, ye mangy cur. Withering fields. Ow. Hey, you guys leave Wolfie alone. Ain't doing nobody no harm, no way. Except the people that he is, and they deserve it. Yummy. And this is Homestead. Bloody hell.
See anything you like?
Not really. See, we do chaos, we do poison. Yeah, that's, well, acid versus poison. Plus spirit, health, and offensive ability. That's not actually maybe worth doing. Oh, actually, no, I don't do chaos, so that's really not gonna do it. Too bad. Look, I got another chunk of a brain. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't wait to use this on something. Let's see. Got Inquisitor Creed's Journal Entry 7 and 8 and a Black Legion Scouting Report.
See you around.
Let's have a look at that scouting report. I write this letter to report of extreme and disturbing ethereal activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and made my way through the warren of low stone walls, fences, and occasional farmhouses. I was careful to move in the secret and remain undetected from the horrors that still roam the fields unchecked. I made it to the valley of two hills near the river when I witnessed something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar was neither stone nor flesh, drifting slowly across the land as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core, and writhing tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting black shell. I watched in mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed, then, without warning, burrowed hooks of dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground... where did I go? Slowed, then, without warning, burrowed hooks of dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. It was then that the obelisk pulled itself into the ground with a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying and began glowing so bright I could barely look. Its power seeped into the ground, twisting and corrupting as it spread. I lingered for nearly an hour in that place, and in that time a great distance around the obelisk had been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground, drifting to an untouched patch of land, and began the cycle again. In fact, soon there will be nothing left. 6th Regimental Scouts of the Black Legion. Reinhold Oberek. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Let's see. And we've got Creed's 7th entry. Much time has passed since my last entry. Following my escape from Krieg's laboratory, I have raced against time and lost, passed through darkness and flame, and witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed, key figures in the capital were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call the Ethereals. I reasoned that it was only with support from within the capital that we could hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside the capital would be spun as political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus, I cast the die and raced towards the heart of Aurelian, trying to conceal myself as best I could. Upon arrival, I proceeded cautiously, booking a room at a squalid inn near the west gates in an effort to keep my arrival a secret. Initially, I sought out old acquaintances, assuming if I could detect some change in personality or behavior, it might reveal possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road carrying out my duties as an inquisitor had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were a result of possession or just the passage of time and faded memories. The only gamble left was to report back to the citadel of the Luminari and see what came of it. I never made it there. Waiting until sunlight dwindled and crowds thinned in the streets, I rose to leave, but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, evading all the wards set against intruders. This is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. his 8th entry. It is known that anyone of significance who fomented discontent or posed a real threat to the rule of the Emperor might be visited by the First Blade. I had never stirred such controversy, but I always imagined if such an encounter took place, I could put up a respectable fight. I never got the chance. Taken unawares, I was disarmed before I even knew what was happening. Had he sought my death, had he sought my death, I would not even have witnessed the killing stroke fall. However, he seemed more interested in answers. Instead, and in turn providing me with an account of his own events that confirmed my worst fears. The First Blade revealed that only days prior he had been forced to turn his knives on the Emperor himself by his own command. Despite the myriad safeguards protecting the Emperor, both mundane and arcane, he had become host to an ethereal. Through the strength of mind, he had usurped the possessor long enough to summon the First Blade, command his own execution, and charge the assassin with ensuring that his son, the young prince, survived to reclaim the throne. His last commands issued, the Emperor's consciousness slipped once again under the control of the ethereal, and a desperate battle ensued. The First Blade reported that he had believed the Emperor and ethereal within him slain, but given his inexperience with the entities, could not say anything for certain. He relayed that he had secretly taken the prince and put him into hiding, but declined to elaborate. The First Blade said he intended to retire his imperial title and had chosen the name Olgrim. Oh, good. Which made me curious as to whether it was an intentional reference to the mythical character. A final troubling detail was that no proclamation of the Emperor's passing had been issued. Not only did this demonstrate the Ethereals had sufficient control of the palace to conceal the death, but given that they couldn't hope to hide the Emperor's absence for long, it suggested the next phase of their operation was imminent. Man. Wall of text. I strategized with Olgrim long into the night, formulating a plan to counter the Ethereals, but ultimately we agreed that we could not defeat their conspiracy in time. The only course left was to gather whatever people and resources we could and go to ground and weather the coming storm, and then find a way to counter the invaders. We agreed the Black Legion would be our best hope in securing allies. A conscripted army of criminals, debtors, and political dissidents bound to service, it seemed unlikely that the Ethereals would have any reason to infiltrate them when they could control them indirectly through the military high command. The next step was to discreetly make contact. Okay. Wow, that was some wall of text action there. And
These are trying times, but we will persevere.
welcome to Homestead, traveler. What brings you to our sanctuary? What part of the word sanctuary don't you understand? Actually, what I can say is I come from Devil's Crossing. I was wondering if we could trade for food or just passing through. Of course, I come from Devil's Crossing. And that completes my we need food quest. But don't worry, it's never that easy, right? Right. I understand your predicament. I truly do. But I'm afraid we are not in a position to help you right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves. Ha ha ha, can't you always? With the Black Legion hell-bent on destroying every ethereal and Chthonian they see, they've lost sight of the issues plaguing the very people they are trying to protect. What is the problem? Why is the Black Legion not helping? What can you tell me about the area? And I understand. I understand, and I just walked the fuck off. Okay, well. Why is the Black Legion not helping? Captain Sumner is only concerned with the Ethereals and the cult of Cthon. What she fails to understand is that we need to restore more fields to working condition if we're to provide food for ourselves and all her troops. With the world in disarray, the Dermapterians have spread like locusts, invading our farms and devouring our livestock. We have come to the Black Legion for aid many times, but the captain is deaf to our requests. Okay, now I can say, so what is the problem? Well, after the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together we built Homestead up into a sanctuary, but it came at the loss of countless other farmsteads. When the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed everyone. Captain Sumner considers the resources available to be sufficient for her campaign and has deemed any further efforts to restore farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. The Dermapterians, a vile infestation that plagues this land every few years, are running rampant through our lands, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land's left barren. There are 2 farms just west of here belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which would be ideal next steps in expanding our local food production. If you could clear out the Dermapterian egg clusters there, along with any Dermapterians protecting them, then perhaps I can convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it that you're justly compensated. What do you say? Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. But first, apparently, I have to go find Olgrim. And I want to say Dead Man's Gulch is where they were at. Yeah.
So how doomed are we?
Oh, you're pretty fucked. Secured the way by a rift gate.
Now that we come to it, I can't say I'm eager to experience travel by rift. I hope you know what you're doing.
I don't. Good luck. Bye. Alright. And back to Homestead. Colin Tarvin, did you find my sister? Yeah, she was in the mountain deeps. I'm sorry. Woo, your grief brings me a level. Oh, sorry, I guess that's not very correct, is it? Not a feeling. Thank you for the information. Excuse me. I have to cry for a while. I'm sorry for your loss. If it's any comfort to you, she was hot. I don't know where that came from, but that was just fucked up to say. Sorry about your dead sister, but hey, listen, she was hot. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and drop one into this. And we'll see how bad that is. And then we'll pump the other 2 into Dog Boy. Woo. Alright, Dog Boy. Welcome back. See, what's this? Bloody Pox, and this is Bloody Pox. Okay. I thought I had something else. I know I've got Dreep's Infinite Games. Well, so be it. Okay, and the last thing I need to do.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives.
Yeah, I suppose.
I wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out.
What do we do now?
I'm going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Somer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She'll fill you in on the situation.
Okay. Weapons Master Barov. Weapons Master looks over supplies and size. It's a damn shame about the cannons. This place would feel a whole lot safer if we had a few of those beauties mounted up on the walls. What happened to the cannons? I had no choice but to abandon them on the road when the Ethereals attacked us in force. Thankfully, the bastards don't know a thing about artillery. What if I recovered them? And I would call you insane. Treading into that area is nothing short of suicide. There's a reason we call it the conflagration now. It's overrun with ethereals. Even the ground will cook you alive with aether fire. You like living? Stay out of that place. I can say just watch me, or you're right, it sounds like suicide. Yeah, just watch me. I take all quests and get fucked. And, Captain Sun.
I'll skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slith, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion?
I can say, where do you need me? What's the Black Legion? Not interested in heroics.
The
Where do you
Legion
need
is
me?
split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthulhu. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title as the ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, it must be nearly finished. And knowing the ethereals, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the ethereals discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Will you be my champion?
I can say, what about the Nermapterians? I will track down this abomination, or I'm not risking my life for this. I'll track it down. She's going to ignore the Dermapterians anyway. Just tell it in the way she talks. Now this is really irritating. If you don't talk to the right people, like if you didn't know that guy was upstairs out on the back porch for some reason, you know, like you didn't go up there because you didn't know there was anything even fucking there, this gate's not open. And you can't go that way. And then you end up going, we shall run out here and show you. Thinking that it's the only way to proceed. Oh, hang on a minute. Fuck off. You end up going this way. Well, that's not so bad, you say. Well, this way basically just leads to the conflagration. And it's basically just a road paved of that stuff that was cooking me alive every time I stepped on it is really rough out that way. And of course, the boss mob out that way really sucks too. I want to get a couple more levels before I even think about looking at that. Okay. Also want to come over here and talk to
I'll keep your stash safe.
new stash. Put away my hearts and brains. And let's see, how far off of this thing are we? Ugh, several levels still. Well, we will wait. It's a good weapon. In the meantime, let's see. Oh, I hate to give up. Oh, no, that has damage to pets too. Wow. Alright, well, I think that's what we want.
I'll
from
hold on
you.
to that for you.
And, looks like we're gonna pop that one. I thought I'd done this thing. Maybe I didn't. Basically, this is your new base of operations, and there's people here for all the stuff that you had at the old camp. They're just harder to get to, because fuck you, that's why.
What brings you to my forge?
Well... It's really this right here. Oh, I needed, oh, right, I need blood of Chthon to make this thing. That's why I don't have it. Nation is that stuff.
If you find any blueprints, bring them back here.
Sure, why not? So here's the one field they actually are working. Oh, here's a way out. All right. And those giant fucking bugs are Dermatarians. That's why I'm firing the pistol, because I don't get to use the eye as much. I really need to pay more attention and see how that's doing. You know what? We may need to really fine. Star off in this field. Let's go see about that. Dyla's diary. Okay. Last time I read the diary, I'm not going to read it this time. These people eat a lot of pumpkin. Whoops. Spellmaker's Grip. Wow, that'd be really cool if only that was something I really wanted. As compared to this thing that gives bonus to my pets. Can't remember if there's anything up here. No. Stupid fuck you for coming up there. You can see the dog attacks it. It's like, tank, and then the bird just blasts it out of existence. Oh, poor Wolfie. Tasty. We'll have a look at that. Where the hell is this going? Where is Journal? Had the nightmare again. Had the nightmare again. I'm in an old tomb. Barely a candle to light the way. Off in the corner I see a pair of red glowing eyes. They come closer, closer. Then just before I can make out what it is, through the shadows, the creature is gone. I try to run, but Every way I go ends in rubble and stone. There's no escape. I turn around to see the eyes once more staring back at me. I hear the laughter, a child's laughter. Then everything is fire. I try screaming, but nothing comes out. The eyes just stare ahead as I writhe in the flames. That is when I awake, drenched in sweat. It has been like this for 5 nights in a row. The nightmares are becoming more frequent, and I am not sure how much more of this I can stand. It may not be wise, but perhaps it is time we moved on from this wretched place. Alright, and I'm not going to read her diary, but there's the entry you can read, and then there's the actual diary. Let's see. Spellmaker's Grip. Aether damage, chaos damage. Now, it's really not what I do. It does boost my Witchfire, but these guys are boosting my pets. Let's see. Alden's Cloth. 17 acid, 17 poison, with 19% chance of increased duration. All good so far. Bonus to spirit, bonus to health, faster energy regen I've got, bonus to Dreams and Lie, and vitality resistance. Plus, it has a poison node that I can go off if I get hit. Nice. Let's see. What do I want to put on to that? This. Or do I want to, nah, probably want to go ahead and put that emerald onto it. All right. And there's something we can dynamite. Let's see. It appears the entrance to this cave has collapsed. You could clear the way with some explosives. The old abandoned mines around Arkovia are likely the best place to find some. It will take 1 dynamite to clear the path. Sure. Boom. Clear the cave in. And now let's go see what's in the cave. Down to Goblin Town. Okay, there's some little kid in here. A lot of bones and shit. It's caved in, and we can't blast it. Okay, there's some little kid in here. It's basically an ossuary. Please help me. I'm so scared. I'd say, how did you get trapped down here? Where are you from? A little girl all by herself in here? Or, I'll be right back. It is a little odd that there's a little girl trapped in here. Callista suddenly looked serious. I'm not a little girl. I'm almost this many years old. Callista holds up a hand with all her fingers spread out. Mama says so. Okay. So, I can ask how you got trapped down here, where are you from, how long have you been down here, or I can say I find it odd that you survived on your own out here. How the hell did you get trapped in here? I was out playing all by myself like Mama said not to. I wandered into this cave when the exit collapsed behind me. Callista sobs between words. Please, I just want to go home to my mama and papa. They live in a camp nearby. I can say, of course, I will help you out and open a rift gate. Or, I'll be right back. Or, why didn't they come looking for you? Where's your camp? How long have you been down here? I find it odd that you survived on your own out here. Why didn't they come looking for you? I don't know. Why does it matter? Maybe they couldn't find this place under all the rocks. Callista is ready to cry. You're frightening me with all your questions. I just need to get out of this prison. Which is an odd turn of phrase. I'm going to say it seems odd that you survived on your own out here. Well, I find it odd that you're so suspicious. Your mistrust must be like a reflection of your own poor character. Is your heart so bitter that you won't help a lost child find their way home? Please help me. Really? How long have you been down here? I don't know. Many days. It's dark and scary here. And sometimes I hear things crawling around, but I can't see them. I don't really like to go home now. I'm hungry. So hungry. And again, I can say, I'll get you home. I'll be right back. Shouldn't someone be looking for you? Where's your camp? I find it odd. I find it odd that you survived on your own out here. I mean, how many days? And again, we get the fuck you for having a bad character. And I'm going to say something seems off this time. Flame flickers in Callista's eyes. Take me from this place now! You are a demon! Oh, yep, she is a demon. And a really mean one. But she's not doing too well against the dog. Of course, he's a hellhound. He probably didn't take fire damage. Ooh, got a new marquetry. Nice. Sorry, I had to close a window that opened up or pop up. There goes the journey, traveler. A chthonic almost tricked me into releasing it here. It's a dangerous world. Just passing through. I'm gonna say the Chthonian almost tricked me. You must be speaking of Callista. She's my daughter, or at least was before something horrid possessed her. Even as an infant, she would speak in tongues we could not decipher. Her eyes were vibrant red. When the dark omens began appearing, I knew I had to do something, but I could not bring myself to kill my child. We abandoned her within a tomb and sealed the entrance. May the gods have mercy on us. Blood omens. Blood would fill her crib more than you could bleed a man dry. Whoa. And fires. Fires would appear out of thin air. When we spoke her name, she would shake her head and say, "No, I am Balgog Nath." I have ended the Chthonian's life, or I have banished the Chthonian for good. I have banished it. That's a relief. Thank you for releasing my daughter from this hell. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Alara. Hello, traveler. We don't get many visitors out here. Not with the Dermatarians running wild. How do you survive out here? Or I can tell her about the Chthonian. We try to stay out of sight. If anything dangerous gets too close, we put out the campfire and hide. We plan to leave this place soon enough. You should too. Farewell. I'm not going to talk to the rest of those guys. Nope, wait a minute. Jet off north. Or northwest, I guess. Okay. Those guys are really annoying if you're a fire character, because they're fire clan, so like they throw up barriers against fire, and my other character is just like king of fire stuff. So it's like, oh man, these guys are really hard to get rid of. Rotten cropland. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got rotten in my tummy. Oh, that's fucked up. And a big plate of it. return the diary. Turn to the cannons, that's somewhere else. Turn to Douglas and Homestead. Oh, okay. And destroy the ethereal amalgamation thing. Okay. No. Okay, I think we're gonna go turn in the quests that we've completed and call it a day. I'm feeling a little tired. Let's see. Oh, Homestead, that's where I wanna be. Alright. Any progress of the Dermapterians? I cleared out the fields. Kabiddly boom. I'm relieved to hear you say that, and he returned in one piece. Dermapterians should not be traveled with, especially in their numbers. I'll speak to Captain Sumner about sending some guards out along with some farmers. We will have that field cleaned up in no time. In the meantime, I was hoping you'd hear me out on a far more grave task. I can obviously say what is it, or fuck you, I've done enough. Obviously I'm going to say, yeah, what is it? The Dermapterian hives are cyclical in nature. Every 7 years or so, they birth a new queen, which promptly proliferates their numbers and causes them to explode across the countryside. In the past, we would rally together and exterminate the queen while she was still young. But after the Grim Dawn, the Dermapterians were allowed to thrive, and their queen has molted into a massive creature that spawns new Dermapterians by the dozen every day. She has to be destroyed, otherwise the insects will eventually run out of food and attack us in force. The queen is always guarded by two of her grand viziers, so you would have to acquire their pheromone glands to even enter her chamber. We know that the royal hive is somewhere out in the rotting croplands to the west of Homestead. What a coinky-dink. After the way you handle the infested fields, I'm confident in your abilities. Will you help us halt the Dermapterian reproductive cycle? I will gladly pull together all of our iron bits if you can pull this off. And obviously I can say, there's no way I can do this, or I will slay the Dermapterian queen. I'm in. Add a slaying to my list of things to do. A slaying I will go, a slaying I will go. I heard the Dario, a slaying I will go. How the hell do I get up there? Thank you for clearing out our farm. It's the best news I've heard in weeks. I found your diary. Okay, apparently I should have just read her diary because I don't get anything. Oh heavens, I hope you didn't read it. It's not proper to stick your nose into a lady's private scribblings. Thank you, I dropped it when we fled the farm. I figured the Dermatarians would have shredded it by now. But I can say, I assure you, I have not read a word, which apparently is a lie, even though I haven't read a word, or your secret is safe with me, wink. Nice. I guess your secret is safe with me, since the other thing is apparently a lie. Oh, hey, I got me some Chthonian blood. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, sorry. That's kind of weird. And, well, since I'm getting pimped for it anyway, I'm reading her diary. Oliver doesn't want me writing in here anymore. He says it fills my head with dreams when there's so much work to be done around the farm. So I've been writing at night when he's asleep, and he cannot stop the muse that pulls the strings of my heart. The Weeping Oak by Dyla Thornsberry. The limbs of a nearby tree tapped a steady rhythm against the bedroom window. Another storm was building up on the horizon. But Dyla could not shake the feeling that this would not be just another shower. She sat up in bed and took a quick glance around at her husband Oliver. He was fast asleep. Not even a hurricane would stir this man from his slumber. Well, another wall of text, okay. Dahlia got up, making sure not to shift the covers off her husband. She tiptoed to the wardrobe and retrieved her gear, a well-worn suit of white leather armor and her trusty sword, Stormheart. The blade sparked with the electricity as she removed it from its scabbard. The enchantment was still strong as the day she had found it in the tomb north of Darkvale. Dahlia replaced the blade and hooked the scabbard onto her belt. Then she took a last glance at Oliver before heading out the door. It was best he not know about her little nightly vigils. He would just worry himself sick, and Dahlia could not stand to see him so obsessed over her safety. Jesus. The wind whipped Dahlia's hair around her face as she stepped out the front door. The rain was already starting to pick up. The ground was drenched with moisture, turning the path into mud. Dahlia tread carefully, planting every step on stone or the ground where the ground was still firm. At last she arrived at the edge of the lone oak tree, a place where she could be alone with her thoughts. But there was something off about the spot that night. A deep sense of dread immediately overcame her. I knew you'd come out to greet me, Dahlia, my dear. A ghastly voice spoke from behind the tree. Dahlia drew Stormheart, its sparkling surface turning the raindrops to mist. A dark figure showed itself, calmly walked towards her. She could not see the man's face, but she knew well who he was. Come now, is that any way to greet your brother? The man spoke again. Dahlia did not say a word. Instead, she let her blade do the talking for her. The figure countered her blows with a blade of his own, a burning sword that left streaks of fire across the air with every swing. I see you've been practicing, said the man with a grin forming on his lips. Thunder crackled in the night sky as lightning flared down from the heavens, briefly illuminating the scene. Light from the storm revealed the face of Dahlia's adversary. The grisly, heavily decayed face of her brother. Travis, Dahlia hissed through clenched teeth. She dove in for another attack. Okay, whatever. There's a huge wall of text for I like to write fan fiction about myself. Okay, let's see. Okay. I've turned that in. That, yep. All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it here for the night. I hope you had a good stream, and I'll be back tomorrow, barring anything weird happening. Take care. I'll see you later.